back in it, man. It's your boy Conrad, one half of MicCheckM.I.A. Girl, London B ain't here. Usually I do the sports by myself. And we got a special guest today, man. All the way from Richmond Hill. My boy, man, Derrick, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man. The uncle of Davion Mitchell, and we're going to get into Davion's upbringing and his current success in the NBA and things of that nature. So what's going on with you, brother?
Hey, man, glad to be here. We've been trying to get here for a minute.
Schedule
conflicts and COVID and all that. So, I'm glad to be here. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. That's what's up, man. So let's just dive right on in, man. Davion, man, your nephew, man. You seen him from a runt to what's going on right now, man. So just what I'm saying, just so everybody can understand, man. Like how did okay, what kind of kid was he?
Hard worker.
Hard work.
Even as a kid, man, you just can't sit still.
Yeah.
5 years old, can't sit still, had a ball in his hand, whether it's football, basketball, something, just always running, just running around, can't sit still. He'll go play for 2 or 3 hours, come to the house, eat for 15 minutes, and go right back outside for 2 or 3 hours. Just can't sit still. His work ethic was crazy at 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
That's wild.
He was kind of an old school kid. Like he liked to stay outside.
Right, yeah.
New
kid now. They got to get on that game and that iPad nowadays. But no, outside back then for that dude, if you told him he had to come in, he was very, very upset. He didn't want to come in the house, man.
So sports always played a big role.
Oh yeah. Since day one.
Okay. Okay. So when did he start like in the rec league and stuff like that?
I mean, he played, I think 5 years old. I think the YMCA or whatever. I think back then you couldn't play till you were 6 or 7. So, but yeah, I mean, he's been Liberty County Ret since 6 years old.
Nah.
Yep.
Man, so he started right at the beginning.
Right. Yeah. Since day one, man.
Okay. So, at what point in the rec department did you was coaching him then?
Yeah.
Okay. So, at what point in the rec department did you realize he might have a little something?
Probably 11 and 12. I know that's kind of different young age to say, but 11 and 12, man, Davion will get a steal, and he'll be laying the ball up before anybody else passes half court because he can really dribble and he's super fast. So 11 and 12, he's laying the ball up left hand, ball deny, stealing. Davion had 20 points, but he had like 10 assists getting everybody involved. So third, fourth quarter, we're beating teams by 30, 40 points. Davion wouldn't shoot. He'll get a ball to the guys that couldn't really score to get them points.
Yeah.
Guys that wouldn't score all season, Davion to find them. The dude scored first 2 points of his rec career. Davion the happiest person on the court, excited for him. So I'm like, something different. Something different about this kid at 11 and 12, and he excited about getting other people involved. So I think 11 and 12, I kind of like the light bulb.
Yeah, that's kind of early, man.
Yeah.
To be thinking like that, 'cause I probably didn't think of him like that till I was in high school.
Yeah, we went to score. I'm trying to get 40. That's what we grew up.
Yeah, but see, that's the right way of thinking, though.
Yeah.
You know, especially for a point guard, you know, to be, you know, getting everybody involved and happy for everybody else to be successful and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, man. So I'm assuming he was an all-star probably every year.
Yeah, all-star every year. Yep, and they won. I mean, we won a couple with as he got older, but I don't think we won any until. I think we did win our 11, 12 years. Because I had Davion and Richard account on my team, Will Richardson on my team that year. I got pictures on my phone still. Be looking at. But yeah, all-star every year, and just a kid who wanted to win, hated to lose. Very upset when he lost. Yeah.
So he just was a natural competitor then.
That's it, man.
So,
he wanted to win it. I don't care if we're playing spades.
Yeah.
If we lose in spades, he's not happy. That's how he is, man.
Wasn't playing any competition.
Connect foe.
Yeah.
I want to win.
You want to win.
I want to win. That's how he is.
Man,
that's how he was. That's how he is now.
So he ultra competitive then. He's not just competitive.
Yeah.
So at that age, you were seeing the competitiveness, you seeing the intelligence. I know y'all was working with him. Was he someone who was like more, you would say more natural, or you seen things and you worked just on the things you seen?
No, with Davion, everything came natural to him. But when he got with the right trainers and people that's developing them, the Jessies, Hermes, and whatnot, that's when it brought out and made him perfect it. Because if you give Davion something to do right here, do this drill, he'll do it because naturally he's athletic, naturally he has the talent to do it. But as far as getting his feet in the right way, because he shoot the ball, but his feet point this way, so naturally he was talented like crazy. But he's dealing with the right people, getting them set up the way he should be. Yeah, that's what kind of perfected it.
So just getting those little nuances together, that body control, that, like you said, that foot placement and stuff like that. But everything else was pretty much a given that he was going to have it at some point, you know what I'm saying, if he didn't have it right then.
Right.
Oh, okay, so after doing rec at some point, when did the AAU coaches really start gathering around?
Well, I mean, he played down here with Coach Shane, South Georgia Kings, 5th, 6th, 7th grade year. And we could never get into the Nike EYBL tournaments because we wasn't Nike.
Yeah.
But Georgia Stars out of Atlanta, Nike. They played in some tournament in Jacksonville. It wasn't a Nike tournament, and Davion done beat them. Davion, Richard, Jalen Frazier, Tracy White, Freeman, and all them. They beat the Georgia Stars. So the coach was like, "Hey man, what y'all? Who's this kid? It's 7th, 8th grade." And I didn't come play for me. And Davion like, "Nope, I ain't leaving my guys." You know, whatever. You know, and that mindset was I'm rolling with my dogs. With Shane and rolling with Richard LeCount and all that. So 8th, 9th grade year, same thing. Georgia started getting tournament, we smack them. So it just got to the point where Davion was like, hold on, I can beat these kids, but I'm not really getting no offers. I'm not being seen because I'm not in that market, that Nike market. So 9th grade year, he thought about it. We sat and talked about it, and we talked to Shane. Like, man, thank you for everything. This ain't no knock on you, but I'm 9th grade. I'm trying to get somewhere. So that's when he made the crossover to Georgia Stars, and yeah, that helped him out a whole lot.
Yeah, okay. Because he won a middle school championship with Shane, right?
Yeah, they beat Puerto Rico. Some team in Puerto Rico. There's YBOA then.
Yeah, YBOA.
And they won Puerto Rico that smacked them. So yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what's up, man. And that that just brings up another interesting thing about our area. Like we had talent, like me and you spoke earlier. And that was to me, that was always the flaw, was that we weren't getting the kids exposed enough. Like we was just going to stuff we regarded as good tournaments. We wasn't like really trying to invest into those programs, into our own program. You know what I'm saying? Me myself, I went ahead and did it because I didn't have the guys. Yeah. But I had a good squad of kids from this area, so I just went ahead and paid to get in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, they deserve this exposure. But totally, I get it, man. Understand why kids like Davion and Will and Jordan and other kids from this area went to higher places.
There you go. Because, like you said, we got the talent. We've always had the talent here. But we playing in the little tournaments in Jacksonville and Augusta. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Those tournaments, that's fine. Yeah. But when you can play for the Atlanta circuit, the Georgia Stars, Nike, EYBL, the Adidas circuit, Jordan play for Atlanta Celtics, where they go to Vegas. They go to Cali. They go to New York. They play teams up there where all the college scouts are. Of course, the exposure is everything.
Yeah, it exposes everything, man. And that's so true, man, because I remember seeing Will at a tournament. And one of the kids on my team turned to me and was like, "That's Zion Williams."
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm like, yeah. I'm sitting there like, yeah, man. These are the tournaments they beat to. You know, I'm not really, excited about it because I've seen them before. But that is the difference. Like the kids get a chance to not only they're exposed to see the quote unquote best kids in the nation and see really that parameter to see where they at. Yeah. So when he joined the Georgia Stars, I know you said it wasn't no big nothing against y'all, but this is what we're doing in them. How did that process go? Like him getting to the games and practicing and stuff like that.
A lot of mileage on I-16. I'll tell you that much, man. The dude, Coach Keith, one of the dudes, one of the coaches of Georgia Stars, actually Davion's coach. Hey man, meet me on I-16, man. I give you some shoes. I give you a Nike bag full of whatever. So man, we used to go to I-16. If we didn't make the tournament, me and my brother Dominique Duran will drive I-16. drop Davion off, and switch cars, get a little Nike bag full of gear or whatever, we'll turn around and come home.
Yeah.
Or we're like, no, we're coming all the way to Swan and going to the gym, so we'll take them to Atlanta. But it was they didn't really do that much practicing because they knew that Davion was a workhorse down here. So if you just show up to the games, you're starting point guard. So they didn't really do that much practicing with them, but he missed a tournament.
Yeah.
He missed a game. They flying out to New York. He was there. So.
He probably didn't have to do much practice with him because of the kind of kid he is. He's one of those people that's gonna recognize his teammates for who they are, and what they are.
Yeah. And they didn't really practice that much either in Atlanta, man. I mean, them boys been playing together since day one. Yeah. So they got a tournament on a Friday, like Wednesday, Thursday, they have a little shoot around. Just something. It ain't too much practicing in AAU. It's just show
not that level.
No.
Yeah, it's we running this, and do you know how to run it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would show up game time, and they would smack kids from New York. Just beat. I mean, that's how it was.
Yeah. So I know it was exciting. Were you at Peach Jam when he won?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was there. I was at the top, and I ran into Davion.
Yeah.
Me and Terry Smith, we ran into Davion walking, and Terry me and him was talking to Davion. I didn't even know at the time that they had won.
Oh really?
No.
Oh yeah.
We had just got there, and we was going to see him, and I thought the game was coming up because he was walking with his guys and stuff like that, and he seen us. We started talking to him, and I'm standing there listening to him and Terry talk. I'm like, hold up, you won already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we won the whole thing. I'm like, oh, John.
They beat that team from Arkansas. I forgot, Arkansas Wings or something like that. Yeah.
Arkansas Wings?
Yeah, I think they beat them for the championship.
Yeah, so I mean, that, like you say, that Nike exposure, man, it's crazy, man. So, you talking about winning a championship. You've been winning championships for a long time, like from middle school, but now you on the Nike level winning championships. So now you think that really is why he knew? Because I think I heard that he knew he was going to win the state championship.
Yeah. I mean, with Davion, say AAU, fast forward, 10th grade, I think they won. 11th grade, this is when they won the state championship. That nucleus of Davion, Richard, and Will, that 11th grade, that was a year.
Yeah.
That was a year. It was beating teams left and right. The only game that they lost that year was to Statesboro. By 1 point, clock operator was cheating on the clock all the time. Whatever, they lost. But every game that they played, man, I mean, I went to every game that season. It was like, I wish I had the DVD. I should have recorded it because it was like a groundbreaking. They would walk in the gym. You know how teams run out the locker room, run around the circle, do layup lines? Davion would walk. They would walk out the locker room and they would just walk around and then they do layup lines. So everybody would see them walk like, these boys think they all that. Played teams from Cartersville, smacked them 20 points. Teams that ain't lost a game in 20 years, smacked them. So fast forward to state championship game, Jonesboro had won it 2 years in a row. MJ Walker, ranked number 1, ain't lost a game, whatever. That night, Richard LeCount, top safety in the organization. Richard, you got MJ.
Yeah, you go on him.
The ball's over here. Richard don't even see the ball. Richard like this. I'm staring at MJ chest the whole time. MJ had 10, 11 points against him, averaging 30.
Yeah, I remember.
So when you put a guy like Richard LeCount on the best players on a,
when he was like the number 1 corner and he was a ranked athlete.
Right, exactly. It's hard. So he shut down their best player. Davion didn't really have a good night that night. I think he ended up with like 12, 13 points.
Yeah, I remember that because they was really like what they was doing was playing underneath. So when he would beat a guy, they had a guy that would come underneath.
So, but I mean, that team was just destined to win, man. It was a beautiful thing seeing that team win. So he wanted the AAU middle school level. He wanted the AAU level. He won a state championship for high school. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. So then we go on to college.
Yep.
He goes to Auburn. You know, he playing with Bruce Pearl, who obviously coached a former player from Liberty County at Tennessee, Jordan McCray.
Yeah. And
you know, I'm just assuming that was, you know, part of that recruiting process. It was that shared knowledge, that direction, things of that nature. But as we watched him with Auburn, we was, you know, us at home was like, man, that man need to let Davion go.
Something look right, huh?
Yeah, he need to just put him out there. Like, what's going on? And you seeing other guys playing, and you see guys that's his size, and they considered shooters, and it's like, what's going on? So, what was his mindset? At that point, you've gone through all this championship winning, and you arrive, you top 100, top 50 in the country, things of that nature, and you get recruited, you go to school, you got high expectations, and then you get there, and it's kind of like this ain't what I expected.
Well, the reason why he went to that school was because he got recruited, and his coach told him, whatever you're doing right now in high school, I want you to do it in my school. I'm gonna give you the ball. I want you to score, but I want you to get everybody else involved. I want you to lock up the other team's point guard. That's what I want you to do. A lot of schools that we went to wasn't telling him that.
Yeah.
Just telling him, defense, whatever, I want you to do this. But that school, at that particular time, that coach at Auburn was saying, I need you to score the ball. I need you to get everybody else involved. So help me build a program and to win a championship. So click, I'm good. I can do what I'm doing at Liberty. I'm going here. It's 4 hours down the road.
Yeah.
So when he got there, it was different.
Yeah.
All right, defense. I want you to play defense. Lead the nation in steals and lock up the other team's point guard. And, as far as shooting, it'll come. It'll come. Just get the other guys involved. The sophomores, the juniors, give them the ball, whatever. That ain't what I got recruited for. So midway through the season, he playing 16, 17 minutes a game, but he wasn't able to let go and control the offense like he did in high school. So that that's no shot to shot at Auburn, whatever. That's fine. But sometimes coaches will tell you something to get you to school, and then when you get there, it's not the same thing. So
The plan was a little bit different.
Exactly, it was different. It's a different plan. He didn't like it. After the first year, he transferred and looked around to somewhere different. So that's where we at.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. So of course we already know he go to Baylor.
That's right.
He had to sit out.
The longest year of his life.
Yeah. Crazy thing was, us in Hinesville, we watching the game and he sitting out.
Right, yeah. That's support, man.
Yeah, we watching the game and he on the sideline. But one thing I could say was, just seeing him on the sidelines, he was like the most excited guy.
Biggest cheerleader one.
Yeah, he was like the most excited guy for his guys. You could tell the leadership on the bench. Just having to go through that and being on the bench and watching his guys, and he just cheerleading them. That's a recruitable thing.
It is.
That's for all you kids that don't know that's a recruitable. I seen a kid get a scholarship off of standing up on the bench and giving everybody who came off the court depth. He got a scholarship for that.
Yeah.
So he's there. The following year, he's playing. They make a run. What happened?
They make a run. Number one team in the nation, beating teams by 20, winning 20 games in a row, whatever. Looking at the mock draft board, right before the tournament, he goes in. He's 60th pick. He's thinking like, okay, I ain't coming out 60th, but March Madness start. I'm gonna have a good March Madness. I'm gonna have a good tournament. I'm gonna work my way up to the first round. Because everybody around here that knows Davion, he shines in the state championship game. He shines in the playoffs, whatever. So he's thinking March Madness, I'm going to go out here and have a good tournament. If I get first round, I'm gone. If I don't, I'll come out to school. So we winning. March Madness comes, boom, COVID. Number one team in the nation. Number one seed in the whole March Madness bracket. COVID. Shut down everything. So
that killer. That
silent
killer.
No NBA workouts that summer. Couldn't meet with no teams. Everything was off of your stats, or you can do video. There's doing video workouts. Send a tape in to the Bulls in Schumann that you're shooting. That's fine. But if they can't put their eyes on you and touch you, shake your hand, look at you out of the eye, that's different. So that hurt.
Yeah.
So you got to come out to school. Got to come out to Baylor one more year. Yeah.
So I mean, that happened. He was ready to come out. And things of that nature. So, and it kind of slowed him down. But once he that following year, how was his confidence that the season was going to continue? Like, he was going to be able to get that opportunity.
Well, for one, they brought back their 4 core guys: Davion, Jared Butler, Maceo Teague, Mark Vital. So being that you was #1 seed with those 4 guys before, and you bring those same 4 guys back, no matter what no other team in the nation got, we bringing us 4 core back, and we better, we good. And they brought back the Adam Flagler who came off the bench, Flo Thombo, who was the starting center, who got a little bit more, advanced. And JTT came anyway. They brought back a nice group.
Yeah.
And they gave them a whole year when the COVID hit. They lived in the gym. When they can get back in the gym, those 4 guys just working 5 in the morning. So they knew they was getting better. So he knew going into his junior year at Baylor, hey, this is about to be my year. As far as we're going to go far, and I'm going to have a good year where I can get in the league. So he knew his junior year like that. This is it.
This is it. Yeah. Okay.
So I think starting out that year, they had him on the mock draft, maybe pick 40 or something like that. Yeah, 40 out of 60.
Yeah, I remember that because, Will, Dad, he's one of my cousins in the barbershop, whatever. But he was telling me what Will was on the mock draft, and he was telling me, saying, I was like, well, shoot, I haven't heard too much about Davion. He was like, well, he on there. He's like, he on there. He's like, he probably gonna keep climbing, but he's on there. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. And so I didn't really know where Davion was at, but when that season started, and of course Will, I believe he got hurt, and I'm looking at Davion, I'm like, shoot, man, that joke's looking like best point guard coming out.
Right.
So I'm looking at it, and I didn't even know that they had him in the Defensive Player of the Year category.
Oh, really?
I just knew that he was locking them down in the conference. I didn't know he got that for the conference, or he got that for
he got it.
nation, didn't he?
Nation.
Yeah.
Every defensive player award that you could win, he won. Yeah.
So, all right, so let's go back to Bruce Pearl. You think he might have not instilled that in a way, kind of?
He's always had that, even at Liberty. Davion will find the best player on the court. Davion 6'1". If you do the 6'8", and you're the best player, I'm guarding you. I don't really care how tall you are. That's just me. I'm gonna guard you because I'm gonna take you out of it. If you like to go left, I'm gonna make you go right. So he had that in high school. Even rec ball, he had that. So, but when he went to Auburn, he saw it in him because Bruce Pearl's a good coach. So I'm gonna perfect you on that. And your shooting will come when you're a junior, when you're a senior. So, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But as kids, you can't tell a kid, just play this side of the court and don't play this side.
Yeah, especially somebody, like you say, ultra competitive like him.
I want to do it all.
And he wants it.
Yeah.
Right now. So let's fast forward. He gets to that award, for Defensive Player of the Year for the nationally.
Right.
And now he's in the tournament, the #1 team once again, and we're in the championship, and they playing, who they was playing?
Gonzaga, yeah.
And I think they was kind of like trying to say Gonzaga was better than them and things of that nature, but to me personally, I didn't see, I forgot his name, the other point guard. Jalen Suggs. I didn't see his defense being the same. No. But they were saying that he was a really great defender, and that it was going to be this super ultra matchup. So being to the game, how did you feel about the matchup of them going against Gonzaga?
So the Final Four in Indy, it was crazy. It was Gonzaga, Baylor, Houston, and UCLA.
UCLA, yeah.
It was more Baylor fans than anywhere. It was, we was deep out there. All you walk around, you see us in green, whatever. So going to that game, I'm talking to my friend. I said Baylor gonna win. I knew it was gonna win first of all. But I thought the refs was going to keep it close because Gonzaga was undefeated and Baylor was #1. So I thought the refs going to give the world a show. And I knew everybody around the world was talking about watching it. So I thought it was going to win by 4 or 5 points. We come out, Davion crossover, first shot. Next shot, come on, curl, 3-pointer. I said, that's over.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over. We 5-0. It's the ball game.
Yeah.
So, and Davion knows that Jalen Suggs is here on the draft board. He's top, I think he's top 7 or 8.
Yeah, he was in the top 10.
Yeah, Davion was like 14 going to the championship game. Lottery pick.
Yeah.
So if I'm 14 and you top 10, we're gonna switch. That's in his mind.
Yeah.
This game, I'm gonna make you switch positions with me. So he took him out of the game quickly. We up 16-2, 16-4. Jalen Suggs got 2 quick fouls, whatever. So in his mind, he's like a dog eat dog. Like, dude, I see you ahead of me. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna come. I'm gonna do it quietly. I ain't gonna talk to nose on the court. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna get you a spot, and I'm gonna make my team win. So that was, he wanted to win.
Yeah.
He wanted to win. He wanted the world to know that, like, dude, I see. I started out here, but I'm gonna end up here.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna know that in one game. So.
Yeah. And that is how it happened, and he locked them up, and they dominated Gonzaga, man, that in that championship game, and it did pull him into the top 10. But then you see the politics of it. Jalen Suggs still went top 5.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It was like still went top 5, and so it brought me to like why did he go top 5? Of course he's about 6'5", something like that, and those things play a factor, you know, and
the age,
he was young, and stuff like that. Those things play a factor. So okay, I get it. On my last sports interview, I was told, you know, the draft process of having to play 1-on-1, 5-on-5, 3-on-3, things like that. People might not want to show up. The workouts. Yeah. So, did he have workouts where people didn't like want to show up?
So when the workouts, how it works, you get a team. Say the Chicago Bulls. Workouts on Saturday, so you get a list on Friday who's going to come, and they'll see his name, Davion there. I'm not going to that because I already know, because workout ain't really 5-on-5. It's 1-on-1, maybe 2-on-2.
Yeah.
So if Davion's at this workout and I'm a point guard trying to, like Jalen Suggs, I'm just using his name for example, trying to get there, like, I'm not playing against him 1-on-1 because he's not going to let me score.
And I'm a drop.
Exactly. So a lot of guys wouldn't show up to work out. So Davion he didn't even do that many workouts. Maybe three teams that he worked out for.
And see, that's what I was interested in knowing, because I was just recently told by Jordan that that's how it goes. And I'm like, And he was like, man, he probably didn't have that many workouts. So I was interested in knowing how many he actually did have against top tier guys. So he probably didn't. Nobody wanted to show up.
No, a lot of guys that he worked out with were guys that were drafted after him, or ranked, projected to be drafted after him.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of guys pulled out. A lot of guys didn't work out, like the Cade Cunningham. He had to work out because he knew he was going to be top pick. So a lot of guys didn't have to work out, but it was some guys, I ain't going to say names, but it was some guys who were supposed to work out with Davion and saw his name like, nah.
Yeah.
If he's here, I'm going that way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to boost my stock, but that he going, you know. And they saw that because of his defensive mindset. I don't care if you score 50 points a game. If you're gonna play Davion, you're not gonna get 50. You might get 12. You might get 20. You might have a good night and have 30, but you're not gonna get your average because that's his mindset. So he knows how to shut that down. So a lot of guys are like, no, I'm not showing up. I'm just not going.
And that's just funny, man. When I first heard that, I was like, but it makes sense though. And I compare it to when you drafting kids for the rec, and that coach is telling that kid, don't show up.
Don't show up to the evaluation.
Don't show up to evaluation. Yes, I'm gonna get you. Yep. So it's funny how that thing go all the way up to the highest level in its own way though.
Politics.
Yeah, politics, man. Politics.
Yep.
So get drafted top 10. Of course, after the championship, we wasn't surprised that he got drafted top 10. Went to Sacramento. I felt personally that was a terrific area for him to land in, just because of that core was young, or is young, and it's a change of pace. He's on the West Coast where it's a whole lot tougher, you know what I'm saying, in the NBA, even though it's starting to balance out a little bit. So I mean, how excited was he about Sacramento itself?
Well, he was right after Baylor won the championship. He was in LA working out anyway, so he was out in California for months on top of months. So when it came about, we didn't think that Sacramento was gonna even work out for them. So we didn't know. We didn't know that, you know, they was interested in him. But when they called his name draft night, like, wow, you know, so he's still in the California area or whatever. So I mean, he's excited. He's looking at guys that's there, the Fox, the Halliburton. He's looking like, okay, but I can play with these guys because Davion knows that no matter who's starting or who's coming off the bench, I'm gonna work my way up to you know, playing time and maybe starting one day. That's just how I am. So he was excited about it.
Yeah, that's what's up. So you talking about being in Cali? That's a different lifestyle in itself.
Right.
You know, he's in Cali now. He's all the way across the country. You have been traveling back and forth, you know what I'm saying, with him and things of that nature. So I know he enjoying the Cali life. That's you know what I'm saying, it's Sacramento. Right. A lot of people try to say, you know, there's not a lot going on in Sacramento, but you know, it's still that West Coast life. So is how was he, in adjusting to that? Because I know the weather kind of got to be.
I'm about to say the weather is beautiful, man. He likes it. Sacramento area. Sacramento's the capital. So when I hear Sacramento, oh gosh, fast life, it's cars everywhere. I got down there and like, dude, Sacramento's like a savannah. It's just not that busy. And the airport is here, Davion house here, and Sacramento gym is here. So he stays right in the middle. So he can get to the airport, he can get to the gym in probably 5 minutes. So it's not a crowded area. It's real spacious, slow kind of area. So I mean, he likes the area. He likes his house that he live in, and likes the community. So yeah,
that's good, man. So let's go to possible. How do you feel about him possibly winning Rookie of the Year?
I mean, here on politics again. I mean, I don't even. That's not a goal of Davion is to win Rookie of the Year. It's crazy to me to say that Davion goal. He want to win every game. He don't really care about the awards. If I get it, thank you.
Yeah,
he wants to win games. But Rookie of the Year, that ain't a goal of his. It'd be nice, if you win it. But it's political with that because you have guys who's Davion's a rookie. He's playing about 19, 20 minutes a game now. He got pretty much 2 point guards ahead of him with Fox and Halliburton. So he's not getting the minutes that the other guys are getting. You got Cade getting 32 minutes. You got Jalen Green getting 34 minutes. Evan Mobley, who I think should win it, is getting 34, 35 minutes a game. So it's all about your time that you're on the court and if your team, how's your team looking. So,
yeah. And that's interesting, man, as well. Like with them having 2 point guards, he's still being effective over there because Halliburton, he's more of a combo, right? And I don't know if Fox, he kind of can play a little bit of combo, but he more so ball dominant point guard. So the experience of him playing with young guys with some experience, I don't really know where Halliburton came from, but Iowa State. Okay, but this is only like his second or third year. Second year of the league. So Fox being the most experienced guard over there, Buddy Hield is still there as well, right? Yeah. Okay, so he got some experience over there. I know it's challenging to be in the league, and you can tell that you can be on the court, but it's that process that you still gotta go through. How has he accepted his role? You know what I'm saying? With Sacramento.
Well, I mean, it goes back to the Baylor when he set out. He's the biggest cheerleader. Excuse me. He's the biggest cheerleader on the bench. So when Davion, of course, it's 48 minutes in an NBA game. Davion want to play 49. He want to play the whole game plus overtime. We all know that. Yeah. But when he comes out of the game, he don't sit on the bench like this. He's clapping, he's cheering because that's just saying I want to win. So if we're losing by 20 and he's on the bench, he more like, dude, let me help. I can get in and help. If he's on the court, he's gonna do everything he can to try to make a team win. So it's an adjustment because you come from playing every minute in rec, every minute at Liberty. Auburn, you had to sit out. You didn't play that much, so that was an adjustment. Baylor, you playing every minute of every game. So you get back. Then when you go to NBA, you're a rookie. I want to play every minute, but I'm gonna give you 20 right here. So he has to work his way up, and there's a lot of politics in front of it. But I mean, he's adjusting. He's handling well. Okay. I've been
hearing a lot of good things. Gotta keep him out the gym. Gotta force him to leave the gym.
Stay in trouble.
Stay. Like gotta make him leave. Of course he got like with the Nike endorsement, and I think it was somebody told me something Chipotle things like that. So I mean, those things are coming and coming organically for him, and that's good, man. It's good to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that the kids in this area need to see that, right? To build that drive, because like we was talking earlier, the kids aren't the same as how we were when we were younger, so you don't see as many kids with the drive that you see in Davion. That's what makes it even more special. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't see as many kids with it. So what do you think of the current talent pool in the area? You know what I'm saying? Like watching Davion and aspiring to be him and things of that nature. Like, how do you think that make him feel? How does it make the family feel?
Loves it, man. I mean, because we see so many kids who, like, I walk through the mall. Hey, that's Davion's uncle. That's Davion Mitchell's uncle. So to see kids know who Davion is and where he came from, it makes me proud. And I know what hurt a lot of kids when COVID hit was Schumann closed down.
Oh yeah,
because that's where Davion lives, Schumann. So. And sad to say, but that's really the only gym around here that we got where the kids can go at 2 p.m. and don't leave till 10 p.m. So that hurt a lot of kids' work ethic, man. But to see that Davion made it from Hinesville out of Schumann, I'm going to bust my tail and I can make it too. And that's true. I don't care who you are. No matter what somebody tell you or coach tell you, oh, you too small. Oh, no, you too slow. All you got to do is just work. Work hard. Not saying that everybody going to make it, but just work hard and put yourself in a position to, allow
be as successful as you're going to be.
That's it, yeah.
Basically. Okay, so all right, now he made his adjustment in the NBA. He's getting endorsements, deals, and things like that, and his life has truly started. You know what I'm saying? So now let's kind of I guess not really scale it back, but let's just talk about his community and what we were speaking on earlier. He's going to start a program. Okay, so. Let's go ahead and just speak on the program real quick.
Well, with Davion, like we was talking about earlier, he played Georgia Stars AAU basketball out of Atlanta. So he's starting his own AAU team, Off Night Stars. It's with the Georgia Stars Nike program, but his name's going to be the Off Night Stars. So me and my brother's going to be running that for him down here. Tryouts is going to be February. I'll get you the date so you can help me post with it.
Okay, I got you.
But it's going to be based out of my hometown, Richmond Hill. We're going to have guys from Savannah try out, Richmond Hill, and Hinesville try out. And it's going to be a Nike-based team. So it's going to be EYBL, which is the Elite Youth Basketball League. So I'll be playing the top-notch guys. Be traveling to New York, traveling to the Vegas and the Cali, and, of course, the Peach Jam in Augusta every year, every summer. So that's what he was giving back to the community, starting his own AAU program, and ready to rock.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So Off Night Stars, man.
Off Night Stars.
Hey, I like that already. You know what I'm saying? Off Night Stars, man. So that nickname is a marketing tool already.
Yeah. So Off Night. A quick story where it came from. He was at Baylor, and a couple of his GAs, graduate assistants, was every time Davion played the top guy. If he's averaging 27 points, he only have like 13 against Davion. If he's averaging 8 assists, he only have 2 assists, so he would have an off night. So, ding, somebody said off night. Every time you play somebody, have an off night. So that's where it came from. So it just stuck with him, and
That's what's up, man. And that, you know what, because, watching him play, I always knew that he was a dominant player. But I guess so dominant and intelligently on point guard wise, that I never really paid attention to the defense like that.
Oh yeah, right.
I mean, I would see him steal the ball and stuff like that, but I never paid attention to how impactful it was on his game like that. I never really did until he got to Baylor.
Really?
And I used to see him bait guys for still, and I'm just thinking he's smart. You know what I'm saying? Right. But once he got to Baylor, I started seeing the footwork, the positioning, the strength, the tenacity on defense, and I was like, man, this dude is like a bigger Patrick Beverly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With a better offensive game. So that's what made him like really.
It's his calling card.
Yeah. Come into his own. So I'm assuming that being that that's the name, most teams are going to have a defensive structure.
Yeah, they got to. If your team is called Off Night, that got to be your calling card.
That got to be your calling card.
Defense wins. Defense wins championships. So that's it.
Yeah, so that's what's up, man. So you selling all of that, man. That's true, man. Hey, that's gonna be great, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. So, AAU, what's next? Do you know that you can speak of on community service?
April 15th. In Hinesville, that's Davion Mitchell Day.
Yeah, that's true.
So we've talked about that. Me and Dave was on the phone 2-3 days ago trying to get some stuff. I'm not gonna go into what we're gonna do, but trying to get some stuff together for that day. So every year he's gonna do something on that day for the kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, that's cool, man. So we'll be having an announcement for that pretty soon.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you give me that information. I'll make sure I announce it on our shows so that people know as well. So that's what's up. So next thing is that in the NBA, anything else that you want people to know about Davion?
I'm not about Davion, man. I want to give a shout out to props out to Jordan, man. Jordan McCray is a good dude.
Oh yeah,
That's it. He's a good dude. And sometimes cats will leave from their hometown and you won't hear from them no more. But no, he's a good dude. He's giving back so much to the community. Not only him, but Raekwon McMillan. I text him all the time. Hey man, you good? Yeah, I'm good. That's it. We ain't got to have no, just check on each other. Richard the Count, same thing. I know he's about to do a camp coming back here in Liberty. So cats that left is still giving back, pouring into the community. That's who the kids can look up to. They can look up to the Raekwons, the Richard, the George, the Davion. Like, man, y'all still living in LA and Cleveland and whatever, but y'all still giving back to y'all community. That's just a good look. So shout out to them guys. And those are not the only guys,
Yeah.
But shout out to them guys that's living afar and still coming back and say, hey man, we're still gonna do a football camp every summer.